Go live. Here we go. Going live. We're doing it live. Okay, we are live. And I think we have 7 viewers, I think. So, hey guys, how you doing? Hanging out tonight with Jim Morgan and myself, and we are going to be going over some questions, opening some chaos packs, just hanging out.
Yeah. We're opening $1 million worth.
$1 million in the next 10 minutes.
In the next 10 minutes. And one lucky sub will get them all, right?
Is that what they say?
No, I don't.
That sounds like a fair advertising campaign right there. Oh man.
Just be sure to DM us your social security, your photo of your ID.
Look at this. Bitcoin's back over 40. What else is going on over here? Oh, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not screen sharing, am I? Okay, hang on a second. Share screen. What's going on in crypto? Everything's still pretty low. Still, even DC down below a third of a penny. It hasn't been that low in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Some interest. That's that volume. Look at that volume on the 17th. But it's so look at how formulaic that is. It's like almost like a bot or something just buying the market or something. The way that volume is staggered, and look at it. It's like consistently like that. What's going on there?
Well, you're saying that's volume, so that's how much is up on the market?
That's each of these black bars is volume, so it's how much is either being bought or sold at that very hour of that very day. And for it to be very staggered like this, like high, a little bit lower, is very unusual. That's probably indicative of of a programmed purchase, and so it might actually be Splinterlands doing something with DEC, either liquidating or purchasing to but I don't think they purchased DEC probably, but something's going on there. If you look at other charts, volume never really looks like that. XRP, see how see, it's just very random, and sometimes you'll see these huge black spikes. And if the black goes above the price, that's usually a strong indication of future price movement. Usually, it can be one indicator.
Okay.
And so DC, at first I was like, wow, that might be good. But the way it's formed, it looks so, there's something going on there. I don't know enough about charts to speak to that, but something going on there. Hey Thora, how you doing, my dude? Yuki's in the house. Gravity. How you doing, Gravity? I haven't seen you in a while. Well, maybe that's me because I haven't been on in a while. And let's see. Is it 10
as
yet?
crazy as it sounds, you've been gone for pretty much 2 weeks now?
Mm-hmm.
And it's in reality, it's not that much time.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so much has happened in 2 weeks. With Splinterlands stuff, it seems like.
Yep.
That it just seems like you're really far behind.
I know. I was catching up on a little bit of Luke's stream from, I don't know, yesterday, today or something, and he's talking about his guild, and I didn't know he had a guild, but I've run into them on the battlefields. I don't know who I fought, but I came across, they're called Krill Crew or something, and I went to war with them at one point.
You got them, huh?
Yeah, I can't. Maybe not. I can't remember, honestly. So how's your day been, Jim?
Crazy stuff today.
How's your day been?
Days so far has been pretty good.
Yeah, just you said you got up kind of early to help out with your your significant other.
Yeah, I had to drive her to the train for her to go downtown.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Paul, how you doing, man? Matthew, good to see you, bud. Eli, thanks for coming out, bud. I just sent Eli. Eli's one of my scholars and Matthew is also, and I just sent out the DEC guys for the end of last season because like Jim said, I've been MIA, so I took care of it now, and I think Eli was almost at 1,000 DC with like a reduced deck, and I'm pretty sure I forget now all the payouts, but one of my scholars with the deck that I gave him accumulated 4,700 DEC last season alone, and that's wild considering I let him keep that. That's almost double what I think the next one was. So that's Raf, and Raf is playing a lot.
Yeah.
Thanks,
That's
man.
crazy.
Thanks, Thora. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. I feel actually totally healthy, which is great. But I'm super. This is last night I was live with the members, and my daughter Lumina was like fussing, and I went downstairs afterwards. Jim, you and me played a little bit of video games after, but afterwards I went downstairs and I just was cuddling her, and she was up until that was around like 10 or 10:30 or something, and I held her from about 11 p.m. until 2:30 in the morning in a chair downstairs with her just crying because she's teething. And now I feel like I'm I don't know, like sleepwalking a little bit, like my head's a bit wonky, and even though I feel good, I feel super healthy, I feel good, and I've had for the last 4 days before that I was getting all kinds of sleep. So I guess you win something, you lose some, you know?
Yep.
2.5, Matthew says 2.5K to him. That's awesome, dude. I appreciate what you're doing there. You know, it's like quid pro quo. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. You work the account, and you accumulate some card assets that are going to one day be meaningful to me, and you know, I can send that DEC your way, and maybe you can spend that on, who knows, you can buy some packs or get some cards or whatever you're into. And I actually made a 1258 Scholar 5, which is not currently delegated to anybody, so that might be something that I send out, or I might just use it for myself as it's like a 50k collection power, and I might just kind of play with it to kind of see a different style of the game for fun.
Wow.
This wood nymph is so helpful with this particular, like at lower levels, with the tank heal, double tank heal, and an 8 hit point friendly giant or whatever that is. I love that card.
Peaceful giant.
Peaceful.
Yeah, it's a monster. The fact that it gets plus damage from the obsidian.
Yeah. Was the Friendly Giant a cartoon show when I was a kid? Maybe not when you were a kid. Friendly Giant. It was.
Oh, the Iron Giant.
The Iron Giant's a movie, right? Yeah, the Friendly Giant is like this guy right here, and this is like a show I used to watch when I was growing up, and I'm 41 now. So that's like this was from like 50, 60 years ago when my dad was a kid, but then I watched it also when they made it like color. And he told he just like had these like puppets and just kid stories, and so every time I think about that peaceful giant, I always say Friendly Giant, but that's why I'm thinking about that cartoon.
Oh no, he closed it. Dang it! All right, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Did you want to see that?
I was gonna say, in one of those pictures of the Friendly Giant, there was one guy he was by. He let's see if I can find it. All right, so. On the left side in the center.
Yep.
The second picture from the left. So that guy who's on the left side, I don't know why, but he reminds me of Mark Hamill.
Yeah, he kind of, there's a little resemblance, and that haircut was very like Star Wars, like 1970s-ish, you know what I mean? It's like a bowl cut, I think they call that. So I guess he was the puppeteer for that character.
The Beatles cut.
Yeah, like you're right, like a Beatles, like a mop top. Hey Ashley, how you doing?
Ashley's here?
Yeah.
Oh man. Dwayne, I gotta send you a clip from Luke's live stream today.
Yeah.
They did karaoke. Ashley and Luke did karaoke.
That's awesome. That's amazing. I tuned into Luke's live, but I was late, and I saw him do like hot sauce. Maybe that wasn't today though?
Was at the start?
It was at the start. Somebody threw him like some kind of donation, and he gobbled down like a tablespoon of sriracha, I think it was, which is not the most deadly hot sauce, but is like I mean,
I used to it.
yeah, it's a it's a decision. Hey, Gons, good to see you.
I was on the phone with I was on call with Rabbit or Mofo Bunny. I don't know, whatever you call him. He we had the idea that we would send like 10,000 DEC to him for him to just take like what would that be, 10 tablespoons of sriracha. And then someone asked like how much for the entire bottle.
Is that what he was doing? Did he say 1,000 DEC, one tablespoon? Is that what he said at first?
At the start, so he would just like raise the goal, and then it was a different challenge for every single goal that he reached.
Yeah.
Oh, Stever donated 30K DEC.
Nice.
Holy cow.
Stever's a boss. Like, he just is. I love his energy for this game and for this community. And he's handed out DEC forever. Like, he's been doing that on his channel weekly forever. Like, he's one of the OG Splinterlands cover content creators, and he's always done that. And he's very generous.
Yeah, he seems like a really cool guy.
Somebody this week actually sent me 10 Chaos Legion packs, and I didn't recognize the name. I'm gonna go have a peek at this. Let's see. Can I see who? Let's see. Balances tree. I think there's a way to no.
Go to Peak Monsters.
Oh, great idea. Peak Monsters, and then My Explorer. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if I search,
We should
Chaos maybe.
Yeah.
No.
Scroll up a little bit. I think did it say gift? Or is that to other people?
Yeah, that was me sending out last night.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it might not be there because you have like an entire...
Let's see, packs, purchased, open, gift pack. Might be that. And then maybe if I... Yeah, so Sergeant T Bobag sent me 10 packs. That was super cool. Sergeant, if you see this one, thank you, my dude. I really appreciate that. We're gonna open some Chaos Legion packs tonight, guys. I don't know. I bought 2,500. I bought 2,500 potions of each, so maybe that's 500 packs. Is that right? Am I doing that math?
2,500, yeah.
Yeah.
5 each.
Yeah, let's. We'll open some packs tonight. It's been a while since I've opened packs.
Mm-hmm.
And
Doggo. My dog just threw open the door like he owns the place.
Like he owns the joint. He's like, what's going on in here? Ben, good to see you, my dude. Yeah, I'm feeling much better, dude. Yuki, I'm glad. Thanks, man. Thank you for your concern. Thank you, everybody. I said this yesterday in the members only live video, which I do members only on Thursday nights. It was overwhelming to see how many amazing supporting messages, prayerful messages, nice, just kind messages, both when my daughter got sick and then when I got sick. And I was sharing it with my wife, and then later with like just my coworkers, because it's amazing. It's amazing sort of how, like, over YouTube, over internet, there are people that want to be part of a community and support each other. It's really cool. Hey, Merkel, also made a movie called BFG. Oh yeah, Big Friendly Giant. I think I watched that with my kids like very recently, actually. And he's kind of the weaker giant. He's like, even though he's a big giant, he's like, he kind of gets bullied, I think, if I recall correctly. Have you seen that one, Jim?
I have not, no.
Are you a big movie guy, Jim?
Some movies I would say so.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really like watch a whole lot of different movies.
I'm not sure what that means, but I think you're saying like do you watch like standard kind of Hollywood stuff and then not a bunch of other stuff, or what do you mean by that?
Uh, So I guess what I should say is when I watch movies, I tend to remember them really well. Like I'll be able to quote it like crazy, and then people would just think I'm a movies person. But I tend to not really watch a whole lot of
Mm,
them,
mm,
or at least I don't think it's a lot.
mm. Yeah,
So,
I I've been more of a movie guy like in my past,
mhm.
and now that I have two kids, I don't get to as much as I want to. But like I'll wake up at like 5 a.m. and I'll throw on a movie. Like the other day I did this and I was watching Creed, and that's a good movie. I enjoyed that, and but I think I used to watch like even three, four, 5 movies a week by myself. Sometimes just wake up early and watch one, and now it's more like one or two a week. So I think I am a movie guy, but you said you kind of quote lines. I'm so bad at remembering lyrics for songs or um, um, quotes from movies. Even it takes me like 10 views or whatever. So some of my favorites are definitely one that I definitely do quote is The Big Lebowski. I've seen that so many times. And um, what's another movie that I love watching over and over and over again? Zoolander, the first one. The second one kind of sucks, in my opinion.
Man, I was quoting that movie a lot recently.
Which one, number two?
No, the first one. And his dad sees him on the TV.
Yeah,
He's like, "You're swimming around like a mermaid."
yeah.
A merman. A merman.
So good.
Yes, Ashley, I do watch some anime movies. Not like a whole lot. But normally my entertainment is just video gaming and then some anime. That's really it.
Is that right, eh? Let me see here. No, I can't do that. Too much cost. There's so many good archers on this team and low cost too, like 2, 3. Well, he's a neutral. Soulstorm at 5. Highland is neutral also. So maybe that's not fair, but lots of cheap, powerful archery.
That just has a lot of strong cheap cards. Because then, like, you also have the magic stuff that's low level as well.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I find that if you want to build a team, if you want to, if you want to, I'm just trying to quickly think this through so I can get my team out. If you want to build a team that's like really inexpensive mana wise, Death is one of the teams that I lean on. It's certainly not the only one. I like green also. White is great in some ways for a low mana cap match, but for me, I like the Shadowy Presence for what it does and how you can get some really cheap sneak attack monsters. I only did one here, but there's this one, and there's a 2 mana cost sneak monster. There's the neutral 3 mana snake or whatever it is. Is it a snake?
Uraeus.
Uraeus. So
Uraeus and the Undead Badger.
yeah, and so then when you start getting the Shadowy Presence giving you the inspire with the stealth or the strengthen, and this card is almost a tank in and of itself because it's going to have 7 hit points. It ends up being, you can just be so affordable, so frugal. This guy's build is pretty cheap too. I mean, like, this is a more expensive card, but I mean 4 mana, 3 mana, 4, I think, 4, 4. It's a good little build he's got there. I think we got this one though. What do you think?
I mean, he does have a good amount of flyers,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm
No,
not sure on. Oh, plus the scavenge.
That's right. As soon
Ooh.
as I saw the scavenge go off, I was like, no.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was that.
triple scavenge. Oh man, that's rough.
Yeah. These cards seem so unassuming at first. The parasitic growth in particular, it's like not a super high melee damage monster. It comes out with the 5 hit points to start with, but then 8, and it's been being hit by the earthquake. Yeah, I mean, it adds up so fast. Like in most builds, it's very possible for your opponent to bring 6 monsters to the team. And if you bring a scavenger, if you bring 2 or 3 scavengers and your opponent brings 6 monsters, every time somebody dies, you're going to get, like, that's conceivably, you're going to get 6 more hit points for each of your monsters, because they, as you kill each of your opponents. And, in the process, you're going to lose 1 or 2 of your own. You're going to lose. So, I mean, I feel like scavenge in most contexts is equivalent to like probably +4 hit points, maybe even +5 depending on, I guess, the mana cap or whatever.
Easily could be. You put it at like the 3rd slot in your team.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, this is fine.
And that's why the camouflage with Dr. Blight is so powerful, because he just is allowed to live back there, just soaking up all that scavenge.
Oh, and it's crazy if you rock him with the kitty, because then it's like he's the last one alive with like, what, 11 HP or something like that. And you're like, all right, here's a heal for 3 every turn.
I've seen him be so devastating with, actually, I faced him when he was last stand through Llama. And yeah, like you go from 10 or 11 hit points up to whatever it is, 15 or 16 hit points. And he's doing, at that point, I guess 3 or 4, I guess it's probably just 3 magic damage by that point, because 2, I think it's 2, and then it'll become 3, I think. But yeah, man.
3 and then poison on top of it.
And the affliction. So if you're...
Yeah. So then you stop all kitties.
Yeah, that he's one of the things, as a guy who plays kitty a lot, he's a real bane in my existence.
Is rough.
The Last Kingdom on Netflix, Hewitt says he just finished it, and my good friend just finished it like this week and was telling me that he was watching, I think, 3 episodes a night. What I've been watching lately, and I'm moving slower than I want to, because I'm trying to watch it with my wife, but I'm almost ready to just like bail on her and just go alone, because I don't know if you guys have a husband or wife, you'll know what this is like. It's like you love a certain show and they kind of like it and they want to watch it with you, but then they don't make time for it. And when we do sit down together to watch a show, she always wants to watch like Seinfeld or something funny and light, and I want to watch Yellowstone. That's the show on Amazon Prime. It's like a cowboy show. It's almost like a modern day mafia. It almost feels like a Goodfellas, or what was that show in the 90s? The Sopranos. It feels like Sopranos, where it's like it's really about like cowboys and some Aboriginal people, some like First Nations people fighting over land, but it is almost like 2 different gangs. It's really good. I don't know if you guys have seen that one, but I think it's amazing. Dan Carlo, hey buddy, how you doing? Very good in my opinion. Yeah, I will check out Last Kingdom for sure. Like I said, it's been recommended to me from too many people, so I definitely will. But
I also tried watching that show.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past the first couple episodes.
How come?
I think that like the female characters that they had in it, they just seemed really awkward to me. I was like, you know what? I don't think I want to watch this. But I mean, it could get better after the first couple episodes. That was just my experience in the first few.
There was an amazing, funny Viking show on, I think, Netflix. Norseman. Norseman cracks me up. I think it's now over. But I think, yeah, so it's still on Netflix. If you guys like kind of The Office, or,
100% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that's a pretty amazing score right there. I don't think I've ever seen 100% on anything. And it's not, there's only 5 reviews, But
A lot of 5.
but look at this though, 247 reviews and 86%. So that's probably more telling than this is. It's very good. Look at that, Last Kingdom 91%.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that Google doesn't listen to us. Like there's no way that this right here is, well, maybe it's because I looked up Viking comedy show. Okay. I'm going to give this one a pass. Maybe that's why Last Kingdom is here. But it's strange that we were just talking about it and it's like, hey, would you like to know more about the Last Kingdom?
Well, it also said if you go back, what like most popular on Rotten Tomatoes.
Okay.
So then if you look at Inverting Anna, like it has 64, but what does the audience say it is? Oh, what is this?
Wow. That's brutal. And why is this most popular? Most popular.
Oh, no.
That's weird. Pieces.
Okay.
Anyways.
That's strange.
So yeah, you guys, if you like Viking stuff, but also funny, it is a Viking TV series with like violence and kind of a little bit of like the historic element, but it's really more so a comedy, and it almost feels something like The Office, which is one of my favorite shows of all time. Let's open some packs.
Hopefully Chaos Legion.
These 5.
Don't you hover over that Dwayne.
Just little peekaboo. Where are they? Over here hiding. So
Don't
cute.
you do this, Dwayne?
Okay.
I'll DDoS the stream, Dwayne. I'll do it.
Let's see. 200. Let's see. We got potions for it. We do. Let's see.
Been building up my summoners more lately, and I've gotten most of the Chaos Legion ones, plus a Delwyn leveled up. What are 1 or 2 non-starter summoners you would recommend accumulating for gold rank?
Summoners. So you're not committed necessarily to modern. You're talking about Delwyn, which means you're. Hey, Mark, thanks for joining, buddy. You're willing to pick up some of the older ones, which is great. I think that's a wise move. And let's see. Let's take a time. Should we open the packs first, or should we answer the question first? What do you think, Jim?
Let's answer the question real quick.
Yeah.
And then we can go do that.
I agree. I kind of I had one foot in here looking at this already mentally.
Yeah.
Okay. So he said for gold level, right?
Yes.
So I don't know. So he mentioned he has Delwyn, but I like having a variety of dragons. I think it's wise to maybe look at getting, especially if you are doing the gold, maybe you do the Kretch, or you go the cheaper way and just get the Quicks. Quicks is really affordable for dragons, and I think it's nice to have different options for dragon because it's such a different look altogether. I mean, whether you're playing Quicks with the speed and the archery nerf or Delwyn, those are such a dramatically different team. They might as well be completely different, loadouts. And even if you're playing the same monsters, it transforms the team in a significant way. So I would think about that as an option. And that gold Critch is going to give you those higher level rares. Bloom is quite good, but he's quite a bit more expensive because this is a rare and this is an epic. And so you only need 46 of these to get up to max or 32 to get to gold. And you need like 80 of these to get up to 60 of them to get up to gold. So it's a huge price difference.
Also the thing with the epic summoner, it lets you use what I think it's rare at level 7.
Yes.
in gold?
Yep. So level 5 is gold, and you are allowed to use level 7 rares because this is an epic summoner. That's the only benefit you're getting. You're not going to get any sort of buff from the summoner, but because he's epic, you will be allowed to do level 7 rare, and that's a huge difference because the regular summoners, every other summoner, will allow a level 6 rare at this level, and that unlocks some really interesting synergies. Like one of my favorites, there's 2 fire monsters that synergize well with that, and one of them is this guy. Where did he go? Right here. Serpentine Soldier unlocks 1 extra melee and thorns. That's 2 gigantic improvements. And then
Wow.
And then another fire. Where is he?
You could also click the rare section.
That's right. Smart. The Pit Ogre. The Pit Ogre gets his void, which is a very big improvement for just giving him that resiliency. So that's just 2 examples, but there are really a ton of examples at that level. And another really good one for the white team is the Silver Shield Paladin. He gets 1 more melee, going from 2 to 3. And this guy's a relatively affordable old card that's really, really good. So dragon summoners, I would be pushing you that direction. Not to say that there aren't some really great summoners that you would want to consider maybe above and beyond that. But just giving yourself that versatility from maybe a variety of different options on the dragon team. And then just looking at whatever's cheapest, which happens to be right now those chaos cards.
Quiddief is another good one.
How's it
Depending
doing?
on like how good its red deck is.
Mm-hmm.
That Pierce is nice.
Decent price right now, $3 too. So $3 for Quid, $6 for Fire. Is that right? No, about $4.50. And then Tarsa, about a quarter cheaper than Quid, but a totally different vibe. And if you're playing in gold, you're going to start seeing that the piercing is very powerful. I don't like piercing at like bronze level, but I really like it at the higher levels, because picture these monsters that get enrage, or monsters that have 4 or 5 melee damage, and then the piercing punches through that 1 armor that your opponent might have. It can go really well with certain fire monsters, but it depends what the rest of your deck looks like too. I guess I would encourage you to really assess what you think your ace is, and maybe splurge a little on the summoners that could really build out that deck. If you have a really great magic team on the blue, maybe it is worth it to get even a level 2 Alric or level 3 Alric. Some like right here, level 4 Alric. Yes, it's a lot of money, but again, I don't know what your budget is. You're talking about building a gold deck, and having a level 4 of a card like this can be playable absolutely in a gold league, on a gold league deck. Absolutely. It's not going to be optimal, but it doesn't really matter. Sometimes just having that versatility is going to give you that win, in my opinion. Jim, what do you think about that?
For sure.
Yeah.
I've been saying this for a bit now. Ever since I got into almost diamond with having bronze and silver maxed out cards, like, again, you don't really need to be maxing out your stuff.
No.
And he was actually also talking about the Quid plus Grum combo.
Mm-hmm.
So he's really liking the Quid idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and interestingly, when you have summoners that are max level, that can be really great for instance, tournaments, because you're stepping into a tournament and it's a gold level tournament. Well, you don't want to come into that with like level 4 and level 5 and level 3 summoners, because you're going to be facing off against people who have max level for that threshold. But when you're just fighting your rank battles And you know how the rules go, like the rule set changes here and there, and this time magic's not even allowed, and next time blue's not allowed, and so on. All that, all those changes, they end up meaning that really what usually translates into a lot more wins or a higher win percentage is having a lot of versatility, just having more options to choose from. Not necessarily the best of the best, but just having options to choose from. And if you have max level summoners and monsters appropriate for level gold, remember at the beginning of the season, you're going to be dropped back probably into silver. So then you're going to be almost wasting, in a sense, wasting some of that value because you've bought these gold level cards and monsters and summoners, but they're not even really being utilized for a few days while you're, because they're being level capped by the silver league. And so I think it makes a lot of sense to look at adding certain cards, and maybe that was too much money. You'd need to decide for yourself. But you going through and being like, what are some really overpowered cards? And I do think Alric's one of them. I do think those dragon summoners we mentioned are in the conversation. If you don't already have, I think he said he already has all the new chaos summoners, but starters. Yeah, I think those make a lot of sense. And then Quid is a great suggestion, Jim. Any other remarks on that one?
Oh, yeah, I think we're all set with it.
Cool. Okay, let me just see what else there is. Yeah, Mark, thanks for joining, man. Appreciate you. I like dragons a lot. I've been thinking about going Daria or Ouster. I forgot Kretches in Epic too. That's a good deal. Yeah, that's the thing. People often forget about the Kretches. I don't know what, I think people forget that he's Epic or something, and they go in and they think, I'll buy the cheapest summoner. Delwyn is cheap, but remember, he's a common, so you need 400 or 500 copies of him. You need 500 copies to get max. And at $8 a pop, that's crazy. But so, it feels like Kretch's $7 per BCX. It feels like he's more expensive than, Drake or something. But Drake, you need 100 copies and you need 46 of this guy. So, yeah, Kretch is actually pretty reasonable from like a dollar cost basis.
So many good summoners. Like Lorna Shine plus the sneak package is ridiculously strong.
Yeah, Lorna Shine is in my opinion, for the rare, she might be. She's in the conversation for my favorite rare summoners. I lose to her a lot. That's where that's coming from.
I hate her so much, honestly. Every time I see her, I'm like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, and I love the artwork too. It's sick.
Yeah, she looks really good.
Okay, let's get these packs. So this is 200.
Man.
Nice.
Hello.
The Shabby is so good, and so is the Stitch Leech, man.
Ooh, Gallery 7. Oh man.
Come on, gold.
Grum?
Gold!
It is! Oh my god!
I saw level 2 right away, and I was like, gold!
So did I.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's like $100 card, isn't it? $200 card, I think.
I thought it was a couple hundred. Yeah.
Goldie.
Wait, I thought it was like 4.
Dragon.
Oh no. Oh, okay, it's 3. It's 300.
Wow. Last time I saw it was 200. So that's awesome. $300. That's amazing.
Wow.
The first row too.
That's nuts.
I'm gonna I'll spin some cards tonight. I'll send out some. I'm gonna go like this. Wheel of name. I'm gonna do like a lottery to see what sort of rewards I can. Common, rare, epic, legendary, pack. Okay, so I'll spin to see like what sort of reward I'm gonna give, and then if it's like a common card or a rare or an epic or legendary, the next common, rare, epic or legendary I give away as we open, the next whatever that ends up being, I'll give. So let's see what we're gonna award, and then we'll figure out who we're gonna give it to.
Like this seems a little crazy. What if it's like, oh, I get a legendary, and then the next one you open it's a
Is it
gold
gold foil?
legendary.
That would be fun, wouldn't it? We're gonna get a pack. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I don't know why I might have like a permissions thing happening here, but I'm gonna again. Yesterday I tried this, but I'm gonna try it again tonight. Go giveaway.
Not giveaway.
Odds. Okay, it looks like it's tracking comments. So yes, Ashley's in there. Okay, guys, I am gonna give away a pack in a little bit here. So get your comments in. If you haven't already, drop a like for me. And thanks for hanging out. Eli says Lorna and Brighton are my faves. Brighton is one I slept on for a long time. Even like last week, I decided Brighton was a good summoner. And the reason I finally decided it was because, you know, no one plays Vera Salacia, and therefore the flight is pretty much a 25% chance to dodge. Yes, if your opponent has flight also, that's not true, because a flyer attacking a flyer, there is no benefit to either of them. But I'm saying, like, most cards don't have flight, most people don't use Bloom, most people don't use Vera, and therefore it's like a really, really good, it's like better than Kitty in some contexts, because Kitty gives you 2 speed, that's 20% chance to dodge.
Or 25%.
Or 20, that's exactly, or 25 with Bloom. Okay, so let's open a few more, and I'll give you guys a minute or two to get the names in, and then we'll give it a pack.
I'm gonna run and go get a drink real quick.
Okay, pal. Grab me one too.
Understood. It's in the mail.
Nice, Sloaney. Come on, Goldie. Oh. Rivendell or Helendale is one that I don't have a max copy of. I might need to have a peek at that. Maybe correct that situation. So he's relatively reasonable. I don't want to spend my DC is the problem. Tempting though. Lava Spider is a card I love a lot, and I put it's kind of in my rotation nowadays on my fire team, guys. 3 mana. It has poison. And I think it only does 2 archery damage, which might sound like inadequate, but again, it's got poison and with 3 mana, and I think it has 1 armor. It's just for 3 mana is why I started liking it. Let's see. No armor, but 6 hit points, poison, snare, snipe, and of course I'm using it at the diamond level. So anytime you can get these, and this is such a great. I don't have Yoda, or I don't have Yoden, but man, if you had Yoden, this is such a great one because blast damage with snipe is so effective. I'm surprised it's not more expensive for that reason alone. Like, but maybe just how many Yodens are there? There's like what, like probably 10,000 or something like that. Yodens. It's not so many, is it?
Yeah.
It's that is knowable, but I don't know it.
Oh wow, there's not 10,000 Yodens.
How many?
Little less than 1,900.
Wow. So the implications for archery cards is like, it's not as dramatic as I might have imagined. You know what I mean? Like, it's there's only 1,900 people that are going to be caring about synergizing with their Yoden. Nice. We're getting pretty lucky here. And a double.
Uriel. Nice.
What's going on? Let's see. Jed's got a question for us. Would you rather strengthen your main splinters 3+ dragon, your main splinters 3+ dragon, or start building the remaining 2 splinters? Also playing in Gold League, found myself some extra money. So, Jim, how I'm reading this is that he's saying like he's got two or three main splinters, and he's saying like, should I add a dragon, or should I go for the other splinters first? Is that how you're reading it?
No, I think he's saying so he has 4 colors that he really plays. 3 colors plus dragon, those are his main splinters.
Okay.
Is he better off strengthening those decks or powering up
Yes.
his 2 weaker?
I see it now. Okay, yeah, that's the question. I've got a strong opinion, but Jim, what do you think?
I personally like to go the variety route.
Mark,
Increasing your 2 weaker colors is the route I would take.
Mark Zuck won the pack. Mark, the new channel member, by the way, he just signed up to be bronze. Thank you, my dude. Send me your IGN. Okay. I definitely agree that what you just said is smart, but I would say my answer depends on where he's at with that deck. Like, I just know from my own deck building that there are so many holes in my deck, and I'm playing at Diamond. And I've been playing for 3 years, and I've got a lot of money in this game. It's like, I find it unlikely that his deck, his 2 or 3 or 4, his 3 plus the dragon, I think he said, are super clean. I bet there's things there he wishes were, he really wishes he had.
Right.
So on the one hand, I want to say the variety is definitely going to win you more matches in rank play. Usually that's true, like we said that earlier in the video. But I think also, I guess it depends where you're at. Like if you are trying to play tournaments, then that'll be a consideration that you'd want to think about, maybe focusing on having those, improving the few decks, really making them excellent. If you're more of a rank play and that's it, then maybe Jim's comment is right, and just stick that way. That's maybe the line in the sand that I would think about, because I do think versatility is going to help you in rank play, and I do think high level perfect decks built for gold with kind of very few holes is what you need for like gold level tournaments. Okay, I got the name, but I have to finish these packs before we send away the pack. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna send 1 pack to Banana Farmer, and I'm gonna do this again just for fun. I'm gonna close. I'm gonna roll it again, but I'm gonna go like this.
Yeah, put in a few extra ones. Yeah.
Common, and then we'll go rare. There, and then we'll go epic, and we can do another. We can do another pack.
And you can hit shuffle a few times as well. Mix that thing up.
I don't know. That good call. Yeah. And let's throw in some SPS in here. Let's go 25 SPS.
Yeah.
And how about we do? Let's go a little wild. Let's go 50 SPS. How about? Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna give you a chance at a 100. But then I'm going to go.
You can put Jim's phone number. Yeah, who wants Jim's phone number?
He needs a pen pal, guys. Come on, let's.
I just need a pal, guys. Please.
Okay, cool. Let's get common. One more. There it is. Okay.
Beetlezeus.
Beetlezeus, nice.
If you like lava spider because of the poison snipe, how about Uraeus though? Sneak and poison and still 3 mana, and it's a neutral.
And I love it.
There's a bit of a difference though, because we were also talking about Jotun, and snipe poison snipe blast tends to be better than sneak blast, because otherwise it's the same thing as hitting the front line and you only get blast on the target behind it.
Yes, I think that's a great point, Jim. And But I do love that card also. But for what Jim's point is super sound, especially in conjunction with, if you're thinking Jotun specifically, remember that the power of Snipe with Jotun is that he has blast. So when he hits that second target, he's going to hit the first target, the second, and the third. That's why we said that Betelgeuse. And but absolutely, Uraeus is amazing, and it's crazy to me that Uraeus is as cheap as he is. So there's another pack on the line here, guys, and I'll roll it in a second here. I know. Good to see you, Scott. Hey, Butters. Butters is one of the people. Butters, are you doing your YouTube stuff? Because yesterday when I was talking to the members, I was like trying off the top of my head to reel off the people that were doing YouTube stuff. And I later was like, oh, I forgot to mention Butters, but I'm not sure if you're being active on that lately. I've been missing, so I don't know. Let's see, Klaus. Hey, dude. What about checking a collection of a member and analyzing it in a video? That's a great idea. That's a really great idea, Klaus. I was just thinking today that at the end of some of these videos, I want to roll like one reward for only my members, because thank you for being my members. And this is a great idea also, because it's like we could dive in and do member only content where it's like, hey, we're looking at your deck and trying to, improve what's going on there. I think, Klaus, I'm gonna write that down. I like that idea a lot. And I'll send you a little.
Please don't go through mine.
Klaus. Like review members only deck video content. Perfect. I love it.
We got an ongoing gag in my in my Twitch channel for streaming.
Yeah.
That I got a small deck. You know how there's whales and krills and sharks and stuff like that?
Yeah.
In the game?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a catfish.
Mm-hmm.
I got big value online, and then you see me in person with a small deck.
Kyokiz wrong Kilio. So this name is like makes me feel like you have some relationship to the website that I go to all the time, but it can't possibly be. So kyokiz.github.io Splinterlands reward cards. This is where I find the reward print ratios. And Kyokix. Okay, different. Yeah, drop me your in-game name when you're ready there, my dude. Hey pal, give me your IGN and I will send a pack. And we'll do one more of these too. Let's go like this, and we'll spin one more right now while he's getting his name.
Oh man,
it's gonna be a pack again, isn't it? I don't mind, but I hope it's a gold foil rare. Close. I'll give Kyokix like another minute or so. Okay, he's here. So
he gets the pack, I believe.
Yeah, he does. And I wanna wait until he gives it to me so that I can roll whoever's name is next. So that I guess I can just open the next card and see if it's a rare. There's the rare. So that card is going to somebody who, not Kyokix, but the next person. This card. And then I'll stop there because I'm going to get confused if I keep adding on. Come on, gold foil. Nope.
Ooh. Well, that's a good one, actually. That's a more, that one's a better rental. The black and blue one are the best to rental.
I didn't
rent out, I believe.
Good to know. Nice. Let's go see if it's there yet. Okay, Kyokix. I need the in-game name.
Are you able to at him?
I don't know how. Keo. Oh yeah, I
Oh.
do. There we go. I need your IGN. Typical gangster. All you gotta do is comment. Comment and you are in. You are in it. You are in it to win it. There's your name right there, dude. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. We've got that one rare saved up, then we got 2 cast packs.
Ooh, double rare.
I hope it's a gold foil summoner. That just like really impress somebody. Give somebody a nice little thank you. We're doing pretty good on the legendaries, I think.
Mm.
I don't really know math wise, but I feel satisfied at least.
So he typed in the chat, wait, sir, lag internet. When he could have just wrote his name.
Yeah. That's funny. Zyvax is ridiculously cheap right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know, I get it. It's not the best, but there's just no way these cards stay this cheap. $3, and that's actually not the cheapest one. Like, we're under $3 now on Jin and Harklaw. That's so crazy.
I maxed out my Harklaw. I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah. I think I have 100 copies of Jin O'Shaughnessy in 4 gold foils. I think I have at least 25 or 30 of each of these. And I'm gonna keep accumulating them, especially if we get toward the end of the SPS airdrop, which, Jim, we wanted to talk about that. But as we get closer to the end of the airdrop, I'm gonna be executing more and more purchases, and just spending all my DEC. Let's see here. Keo Kicks, this is it, buddy. I don't know what to do here, my dude. I wanna give it to him, but I know you're
Try taking just his first name and like
just give it a shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are the odds someone else has that name? Like, it's low.
Yeah. Okay. But I guess I can't do it until I look at this. Legendary. Boom. Wow. Back-to-back jacks. Wow. This is great.
Beautiful.
And another one.
Come on. Oh.
Okay. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write down 1 pack to Bano Farmer, 1 pack to Keo Kicks, and then we'll go 1 rare to oh man, see, here's the problem. Like, I wanna roll it. Okay, coverage is so lag, can't wait. And like you're saying, I mean, you've typed 2 full sentences, my dude. Just write your profile name. That's funny. Okay, let's answer a couple questions. He doesn't speak. Take a look. Just give your agent. What's your projection for Chaos selling out based on current sales? Yeah, man. Larry McNary asked the question, how long till Chaos sells out? I've been saying for a while that I think it's going to be, I thought it would be kind of April, and we're nowhere near there. Like, I thought March was a possibility. I thought April, I thought May would be kind of a longer window. And that is proving very inaccurate. And it's nice to see recently we've been picking up. And I have said repeatedly that I think we will continue to be kind of quicker at the end of each of these millions. Because as you can see, we're getting close to 1 million. That means a new airdrop's about to come. That means if you want that airdrop, you got to buy the packs now. And there's a certain amount of FOMO that kicks in every time we get close to 1 million. And as we get closer to 15 million, that FOMO will be doubled because not only the airdrops, but also, well, now Chaos Legion's almost done. And so that is going to pick up and pick up and pick up. But it isn't picking up as quickly as I imagined. And so now I'm feeling like it's still possible that it happens just suddenly. Like we in the next 2 months, we start to see something really amazing happening. But I think that would start that it feels less and less likely. It feels unlikely even. So now I'm starting to feel like, maybe we're talking about end of year, which really stings to say. But, I guess at the end of the day, for me, as a guy who is in this for the long haul, it doesn't matter. But I do, obviously I wanted to sell it sooner because then that's going to have a positive implication for the card values, for the reward cards, for the cards themselves, for the packs themselves. All of that appreciation would be nice to start seeing. And so I guess I'm now starting to feel like maybe it's closer to the end of the year. But I haven't given up all hope that we start to really pick things up, because I simultaneously think that altcoins are going to go wild in the next couple months. And if that happens, I believe DC and SPS would go wild. And I think excitement would happen here at Splinterlands again, where people bought these packs. Those are my two scenarios. And I guess I'm starting to lean more toward the end of the year. Jim? What do you think?
Yeah, at first I wanted it to sell out in 24 hours. That would have been great.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking around the time Rift Watchers would drop. So like, what would that be?
Isn't that in like April or something?
Around Q3, like starting to mid.
Okay.
I'd love for that.
Okay. So like, is that maybe like July, August, something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely could see that being possible. I'm about to roll it again, guys, just so we don't need to wrap right now in that conversation, Jim, but I just want to make sure everybody knows, like 1 minute, I'm going to roll it for that rare card. But sorry, go on, Jim.
One thing as well is that I think once they start releasing the information on the legendary summoners, I think it will pick up again.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Well, I feel that's true, because I do think those are going to be really meaningful, and I think in a surprising, like those are going to be dramatically better than some of these legendary cards. Like, yes, this is a good card in my opinion, but a summoner, legendary summoner, think Kitty, think Llama, and how good might these new ones be? And I think that's going to be very exciting, I would wager.
That go back to Nightbot.
Okay.
He resent the thing.
I wrote it down as okay. So I wrote down this. So we'll try this one and the other. We'll see which one's which. So I've got Pat's 1209, and then I've written down Pat's 09, and we'll see which one works. But I am gonna roll it now. We got 19 eligible participants. Guys, drop me a like. Do me a favor. Do you think they'll release Rift Watchers before Chaos Legion sells out? I think Rift Watchers gets released on a schedule, Eli. I don't think they're waiting. Hey, Yuki. Awesome. Glad you won it, dude. I hope it's a summoner. Hope it's a gold foil summoner. Eli asked, will they release Rift Watchers before Chaos Legion sells out, or will they sells out if it takes forever, like a year? The Rift Watchers, I think, is just set for late Q2, early Q3. I don't think it has anything to do with when Chaos Legion sells out, to my knowledge. Jim, do you have a thought on that?
I don't believe it's going to be based on that. They were saying that they wanted it around pretty much July, August time. So Q3.
And Yuki is in my guild, but I just don't know. I'm going to save him. I actually don't know which one, though. I think is he TNA 1? He'll probably be able to answer me faster than me doing this.
kind of hope that the rare summoners drop below like
Yes.
$1 when people are spamming open up packs to get the legendary summoners.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll pick some up at that point. Some more up at that point.
Okay, Yuki, this is for you, my dude. So if there's 25 copies here, just so we're crystal clear, I'm going to give you one of them. But I'm hoping and I'm praying for you that it's a gold foil summoner, because it could be. So here we go. Come on, give him a summoner. Give him obsidian. Obsidian gold foil. Obsidian gold foil! Dude!
Oh,
Out of all the things,
my God.
out of all the things I could have said, let's go. That's awesome. That's really, really awesome. Yuki, I'm going to send you one of those, buddy. That's rad. So I think that's the
Wow.
most expensive summoner of gold foils of the rare level.
Yeah. It is.
See, $39 or $37 if you're doing the bids. Yeah, man, that's awesome. Holy cow. Out of all the things it could have been, and then for it not only to be the card, a summoner, and a gold foil, but literally the card I called. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, I'm gonna send those out now before I forget, and then we'll get 200 more packs here. Okay, so we'll send 1 to Banana Farmer. That's so cool. So 1 to Banana
Wow. That was nuts.
Farmer. And now I'm going to try both versions of this guy's name here. Pat's 1209. So that's working. So that sent a pack to Pat's 1209. So I'm going to assume that's fine. Maybe he has two
That's
accounts.
your account, guy.
Mhm.
That's what you told us.
And then not legendary.
You gotta hit gold.
That's right. I often get confused by gold or by legendary and by gold, even though it's totally different. And this is rarity and this is foil. For whatever reason, my brain just breaks there.
Because you're looking for the color, not so much like the symbol or the
Mhm.
words. So that makes sense.
Yuki and Yuki's married to our good buddy here. Maybe I shouldn't say anything about that. I don't know if that's appropriate to talk about. Yuki Yaka. Okay, there we go. Enjoy, my dude. Appreciate you. Okay. So, you know what? I want to do so many things. Whenever I get into this, I'm like, now I'm excited. I want to check on my brawls. I want to check on, I want to do my daily quest. I want to fight some challenges. And I'm like, but I can't do it all. I'm not in context of wanting to open more chaos packs. So let's do that. Let's focus up. But if we have a question though, and I think we had several questions, maybe let's talk a little bit about what we talked about before the video started, Jim, about, well, we talked about a couple things. How about we talk a little bit about the SPS airdrop, and like, I'm still holding the AC, and like, when does that no longer make sense? What are your thoughts on the SPS airdrop and you know, DEC specifically, and taking advantage of, there's 130 days exactly remaining in the airdrop. So what are your thoughts on this stuff?
In 30 days. I remember when we were at 40 out of 365.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how long we've been here now.
Mm-hmm.
I think DEC, holding on to DEC is still a really good idea right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's super cheap. I mean, I guess everything's pretty cheap right now. But it's really not a whole lot of money. And you still have 130 days of the airdrop, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I was thinking was, let's say SPS goes up in price. It could even go to like 25 cents, 35 cents, something along those points.
Mhm.
If it does, and there's still about 100 days left, even 90, something along those lines, DEC, I think, will also then rise in value because, well, the more DEC you have, the more SPS you get from the airdrop as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So up until a certain point, SPS price will pretty much go hand in hand up with DEC.
Mm-hmm.
We just don't know what that time frame is.
When do you start getting nervous about holding a SPS or a DEC bag, though? For you, and what sort, like, do you feel comfortable talking about how much DEC you're currently sitting on? If not, that's fine.
I'm actually not sitting on any DEC right now, like very little.
Okay. Well, I'm sitting on almost $1 million, and like I have to say, as that clock is closer to 0 days left on this airdrop, I am more and more expectant that DEC price will fall. In fact, I don't think it's going to wait until the end of this airdrop. That would be very unusual. If, in cryptocurrency, they say buy the rumor, sell the news. And this idea is that, like, when you know something's coming, you can't wait for it to come. Like, if everybody understands that this airdrop is going to end in 130 days, and everybody does, it's not a rumor, it's not a question, it's a certainty. So everyone knows. So the idea that all parties that are interested are just going to wait until 130 days have elapsed and then sell their DEC, that's no way. And so,
at least a month.
Yeah,
At least a month before the end.
you got to give yourself, like, if you're sitting on, a good amount of DEC, you got to give yourself a little window to work with to like unload that package. I have $2,700 worth of DEC right here in US dollars. And I would happily and readily spend that all on cards. Maybe somewhere between 60 days and 30 days out from the end of this thing. And I would do it sooner if DEC price spiked at the same time that SPS prices were spiking. And I imagine that could conceivably happen. Oh, nice. I gotta watch this. Like, if altcoins go for a run in the next 1 or 2 months. So that's like, there's like, if this happens, then I maybe sell my position sooner. But if that doesn't happen, the altcoins don't run, then maybe I sell it in like 3 months is what I probably would do. This is a tournament I'm involved in, and Necromancer is a guild mate, and he's very talented, and he's got a good deck. So this is a very high paying SPS tournament. So I'm watching it for 2 reasons. One, this win, if I win this, it might actually give me a significant SPS payout. But 2, it's against a good buddy and a guildmate. So fingers crossed I get to. If I don't win this, he's gonna share it in our members chat. So I'm hoping I get to share it as a win. But let's see. I think it has blast, if I'm not mistaken. The stun is going to be annoying because he is going to stun me. The blind is probably a problem, but at the same time, I think slow goes first. Let's see here.
I do really like your team comp here.
Yeah, slow goes first, and enrage. And I love enrage with Grum.
Mm-hmm.
So
does melee go first, or is magic gonna go first?
magic goes first, and then slow, right? But it goes magic,
Ranged melee.
Yes.
So it'd go melee, ranged, magic.
I don't know. That's a great question.
I guess we're gonna find out.
So let's think about this. So look, this is a legendary, and he's level 4, and I'm a legendary, and I'm level 4, and I think Spirit Hoarder is going to go first. But then again,
What does reverse speed state exactly?
reverse speed says monsters with lowest speed attack first and have the highest chance of evading attack. So it doesn't say anything about changing the other rules of engagement. So I do think it's going to be magic first, but we'll see.
You also won't get the enraged anyway, so it doesn't matter.
I guess that's true because of the armor, right?
Yeah.
But he is hitting hard. He's going to be like the Alaric with... He's going to get through my armor. Even though I have void armor. Because it's going to hit... I'm slowing him down with this guy. So that guy is going to be a one speed.
Yeah. All of his damage will go through before you get your repair from your whatever that smith guy is. Flamesmith.
And the stunner won't hit me before I get to punch, which is good.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to kill the Bakura.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think I do have only one repair right now, and my halfling is totally irrelevant. I don't love what I'm seeing here. Hopefully we stun, because I need to stun that heal.
Yeah, it's a lot of healing.
I don't know that we win this one. I think Necro's got me. And that miss is annoying.
Wow.
And the stun.
Yeah, but you have to cleanse.
Good call on the cleanse. Yeah, I didn't see that. And no stun there. If I got one more stun there, no, it still would have been too little, too late.
There it is.
Yeah.
There goes the battle.
Yeah. Alaric, man. Look at this beast over here. The Magi of the Chaos is a great neutral monster. Yes, it is a bit slow, but it's so... Look at it. It's hitting for 5. And even if it wasn't being juiced up by an Alaric, 4 is very good for a neutral 6 mana. I think it's a 6 mana monster.
Suppress.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hot.
Necro, if you see this one, dude, good win, buddy. Nice play. Hope you do well in the tournament. In this
one thing I wanted to add about the DEC to with SPS for the airdrop.
Yes.
So I actually recently converted all of my DEC over to SPS because if you go to Splinter Cards,
okay,
one of my favorite websites,
yeah,
on their main page,
okay,
yeah, on their homepage,
yeah.
So we can see that right now it's 37 DEC for 1 SPS. Right?
Okay.
Just the other day it was 36 to 1. So it was like super low at that point. When we also tend to see it around 40 to 44 DEC to SPS, it's also like an even better deal now.
Okay. So you're saying the DEC just gets you a lot of SPS right now.
Yeah. So for every 1 DEC you have, you can get, or for every 37.2 DEC you have right now, you can get 1 SPS.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, it's a great purchase, and we've talked about SPS on the channel a lot. I think if you take the game seriously, you better have yourself a bag of SPS. But
I think people like SPS is the thing you should be stacking up right now.
Yeah.
It's especially if you stake it, then you're also getting vouchers on top of that. And sure, right now it's $1.05 each one, but we also have seen what happened with the Wakas.
Yeah, the vouchers. Yeah, right? Yeah, people are sleeping on it for sure.
Yeah. And what happens when everyone can start getting something from the voucher shop rather than just only people that have 500?
Yeah, you mean like when there's increased utility to it, like when it can do even more, how is the price gonna be impacted, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about this with cards as well, like the supply and demand of cards, right? What causes ridiculously pricing? It's everyone can use it.
Yes.
Now, when everyone can be using vouchers inside of the store, or when we get to that point, voucher prices are going to go up. Especially, we'll still also have the packs for them as well. And then we're also going to get to Rift Watchers, and they really want to push every single pack you buy with Rift Watchers will need a voucher.
Yep. That's a great
They
point.
want to push that hard.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Aggie, Matt, Hardpoint, and I even believe Weirdbeard was talking about it as well. and those like three are the the controllers of the business,
Yeah.
you know.
So we didn't. I think you're totally right, and especially we've seen vouchers go wild, especially and. I think there's going to be I think there's 3 million packs of Rift Watchers being sold, $5 a pack, and I think we sell 1 million of those easy. I think that in my opinion, it'll be like with Chaos Legion where 1 million are just bought up by certain really deep pockets, and I'll be part of that. But you can't participate in that, and there'll be certain advantages to having do that. Like maybe they'll give you some title or something like that, or maybe they'll give you some airdrop or who knows what, but you need the vouchers if you want to get on that. And for even any of them, probably to get any of these packs, you're going to need vouchers. So right now it's like $1 voucher. It's like an investment in that future. It's knowing and believing that you are going to want that value when that comes out, and knowing that right now you can position yourself for a really affordable price at $1 a voucher, I think is really great. And I just wanted to add, we didn't say it out loud, but on this battle we just watched, the legendary magic is supposed to go first, but in reverse speed, it turns out, this is worth noting, it does go melee first. The Grum punches first here. And
You know why that's funny? Because you know how it tends to be the higher level will then go first?
Yeah.
It would mean a lower level would go first. If there's a level 3 Grum that you're versing, he would swing first, in theory.
That's true. If it was entirely reversed, you're right, it would. But it is supposed to be magic in regular rule set, and then archery, and then melee. But the Grum spin had his chance first, which is to say that in reverse rule set, that's really cool to know. I didn't know that, and I'm glad that we figured that out here. Okay. So let's open 200 more packs, and we will queue up another one of these rolls.
Do you? Yeah. Okay. All right. I was just making sure you had enough packs.
Oh yeah, I do. Okay. Rare. Let's hopefully. Oh, epic. We'll get a gold foil epic out to somebody here.
Oh man. All right, I'm ready to win.
Okay.
I'm ready, Dwayne. Just, you know what? Don't even roll it. I won. Here we go.
Guys, I'm going to give you a minute. I got 12 eligible users in here. We're giving away an epic card. Cue me up 12, says Gravity.
What the? Is it not showing my name in there? Dwayne, did you kick me out?
It's not showing your name in there. Jim. Mark in the. You should be. You should drop a comment because no, that you're there. You're there.
Just drop a comment.
Okay. It must have been like every 5 minutes. I think it is. You need to drop a new comment.
Okay.
Nightbot, please me, says typical Ganser. Cameron, am I eligible? Yes, Cameron, you are eligible.
It doesn't pick me, it's rigged.
Yeah, if it picks anybody else of these 23 users, it's got to be screwed.
Let's just go back to the settings and increase mod
Yeah.
luck to max.
Yeah, my members, guys, just so you know, I do give double luck to members. So you might find that, like, that's why Yuki and we saw Mark get, the new guy got a card or a pack, and I forget who else, but members get double luck. Okay, I'm going to roll it now. We got 29 eligible. This is the biggest one yet. I don't know how the likes are doing, guys, but drop me a like. 33. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Okay, let's roll that. Let's roll that beautiful film. Where'd it go? Nightbot. Let me see Nightbot. Ah, the man, the myth, the legend, Jim Morgan.
Told ya. Didn't even have to roll it, Dwayne.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
told you all.
Good for you, dude. I appreciate you. Jim Morgan, epic. Well, I'm gonna roll another one right now on the wheel. Close. Because I got you. I know your in-game name, so I don't need to worry and stutter and stall. 25 SPS going to whom? 25
Mofo
SPS.
Bunny. Here it is. Scott Bland. But all right.
Birds, bees, and trees. I just answered a question of his yesterday, I think. At bird, give me your IGN when you're ready. You won 25 SPS. Boom. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna give him time, and I'm gonna open some cards. Let's see. Where's the first? There it is, right there, buddy. That's the epic.
You know, I don't think I want that one. I want the next one, Dwayne.
You want the next one? Sure, we could do that.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
If you want, we could do that, and then you might. This one might be like a gold foil, like amazing, and then Bakjira.
All right. If it's right next to a flying squid, it's not going to be a gold, because that one's the gold. Okay?
Is that what you feel? So does that mean you? If you tell me if you want this one, it's yours. If you want to keep looking for the next epic, we look for the next epic.
You know, Dwayne, I don't want the first one. I'll take the second one.
Here we go. Look at
there
this.
it is.
Epic,
All right, that one.
but
That's the one I want.
Legendary, epic. What do you think? We like this one?
Yeah, I like the middle one, right next to the legendary.
Okay.
Here it is.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Come on, gold foil. No, not a gold foil, but that's a good card though.
Yeah, but I love this card so much.
That is a good card. The Necrosi, man. The snipe with the camo, and at higher levels it does 3. It has stun at higher levels. That's a great card.
This card is a monster. If you guys don't have Magi Necrosi, you're sleeping on it.
Mm-hmm.
It is so powerful when you have Thaddeus reducing their HP down by 1, and then you just snipe, like take out their support units. It's ridiculously strong.
Mm-hmm, totally. Okay, I'm gonna roll another prize here. Let's see what we got this time. 50 SPS. Looks like it. Nice. 50 SPS. Close. 50 SPS. And that one's going to... I'm going to roll it again. We still have 28 eligible users in here. I like that. It's not like a small amount, so I'm just going to keep rolling. Nikola Sivjovic. I think the C's probably silent. It's like probably Vivjovic, I'm going to guess. Nick.
Butters, people have answered your question already in the chat.
Drop your IGN. You just... My question?
Butters is asking, what do you feel is a fair split for a scholarship account? He's setting one up.
So Butters, here's the thing. There's a like I think fair is not really the way that I do it. Like I just kind of give all the EC, and that is probably more, in my opinion, that is more than you need to do, because like for instance, to build a silver level, to build like a 50,000 CP deck, just quickly, hang on before I forget, 50 SPS. There we go. So quickly, I built a bunch of scholars now. This one is my most recent one. It's got 94,000 collection power, and this deck is worth $2,000 US. So $2,100 to that I need to personally invest to then equip somebody to go out and play to earn me some cards. And those cards, you know, at 94,000 collection power, it's only going to be, it's not even going to be gold, right? It's going to be
Silver 1.
It's going to be silver 1.
100,000.
Which means that I'm going to be getting like 18 loot chests. And not all of which I'm keeping, because if there's DEC inside of that, I'm telling the guys that they get to keep it. So I'm telling you what I'm doing. I'm not telling you what you should do. I do think there's something that probably makes some sense. Like maybe you split the DEC, like maybe it's 70-30 or 50-50 or something in there. But for me, the way I do it is you keep all the DEC. And the reason is these scholar accounts are one of the ways that I say thank you to the people who are my members, who are either sometimes they're members, sometimes that means they support the YouTube channel financially, or that they are part of the guild, and then they're supporting the brand and they're supporting my team by being part of time and attention and making that community better, which is indirectly supporting the channel because it's helping that community have like one more voice that's excited about this game. So that's why I'm doing this. Plus, it's one way that I put my money where my mouth is around. I always say to you guys that this game, like if you have a long enough time horizon for this, if you're thinking 4 years out, it's going to be a big win. And this is me saying, I believe strongly that these few loot chests that I'm going to get every season and every day, and these few cheap reward cards that are really going to be trivial in nature right now, in 4 years time, I think each one of these accounts is going to be worth thousands of dollars. That's my expectation. And so I do believe it's like a long bet, right? It's like a 4-year bet that, like, you know, if these keep getting played and if those assets are going to be accruing and they're going to be trivial, but then they're going to be bumped up in value later, and that will be significant at some point down the line. But simultaneously, I can put a good amount of DC in your hands and say, like, thank you. So that's what I'm doing. It's not what I recommend you do. And I think probably something in the 50-50 or 70-30 kind of range for DEC splits makes a lot of sense. And then if you can get somebody who's really great at tournaments, empower them to do that. You pay for the tournament, equip them with a deck that will succeed, and then the rewards for both of you can be much, much bigger, because tournaments can be very big and give you a lot of reward. So think about that. Not right now. Okay, so I've got 3 rewards queued up. I'm gonna queue one more, and then afterwards I'll do one member thing tonight too. One
person
pack.
by the name of Emmy, M-A. They got their first girlfriend today.
Nice. Oh,
They got their first gold foil. My bad.
that's a big difference.
A little further down, right above Little Dog. Yeah, right there.
Oh, little
Got
dog's
their
here.
first GF.
Nice. Hey, little dog. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you've been doing well. It's been a while since we've had a chance to speak. Thanks for coming to hang out tonight. That's what I was thinking about tourneys. Yeah, Butters, if you position your scholars to do well in tourneys, they're going to be happy and you're going to be happy. Where can you play tournaments? You go over to the event window right here, and you just set up in whatever one you think is most appropriate for your level. As you can see, it tells you which league they're participating in: bronze, diamond, novice, and there's every kind under the sun here: gold, silver, and then it tells you what kind of cards you're allowed to use and which leagues they participate in and how much it costs and all that. So come check this out. There's some really amazing rewards. Look at this one. They're giving away $5,300 worth of SPS. I gotta sign up for that. Oh, look, it's
What? You need 40,000 staked?
I do have 40,000 staked, but I don't have. This is my second account. That's why it's not working. So log in. I think I'm already signed up for that account, for that one.
Okay, that's how much you had. Okay.
But that's the thing. You need a crazy amount of staked SPS to get into some of these tournaments. And that's why, coming back to the conversation earlier, why you want to position yourself early on SPS if you think this game's going big places, right? It's like, yeah, there. Oh, look at this one. This is a gold foil. But I can play. Oh, no, I can't. I need 1.2 million gold foil cards and I don't have it. This is very, look at this. There's only 34 participants registered for this thing, and it's going tomorrow. Like, look at this.
Free money.
You spend 70 SPS to join it, and you're gonna get paid because there's only 34 participants. I mean, and it's going tomorrow. It's not likely, like it's almost certain you're gonna get your money back for sure. And then
731.
yeah. So this is the craziness. Okay. So I think I rolled a pack, and I haven't chosen. I got 21 eligible users. I'm gonna roll it. Little dog, nice.
Oh, hey there.
Okay, so and that was a pack, I think, right? But I don't think it's little dog. It's like Massassins pack. Okay, so now let's get through the rest of this, and Mass. Make sure you give me the spelling. I think it's like your name always throws me for a loop because you got the number in there. Okay, give me the exact spelling. Okay. Now, are we giving away any cards? I forget. We're giving you that one Necrosian. I think the rest of it was SPS and a pack.
Yeah. I really started to become a fan of that Jin Murat. That card's actually pretty good.
Yep. I agree too. It has force field at higher levels too. It's a very powerful card. The abilities have great synergy. Like the void armor makes it a really strong tank. It's almost an actual tank, but I'd say it's a really good second or third place card.
Yeah. And it has reach if it's your secondary tank.
Exactly. Nice.
I was honestly hoping for another gold foil Quicks. Oh man. Oh, I love Lyra so much.
Me too.
She's so good. She's so fast. It's nuts.
Yeah, and the opportunity, I know it's archery, which feels a little weird, but I really, really like it. She does, I think, 4 damage at the higher levels, and I find
Swiftness.
And the swiftness, yeah, it's so good. So good. Ooh, I was trying to save my legendaries. It's okay.
He put his spelling in there.
Okay, awesome. Mass, how you doing, my dude? It's been a while. I hope your mom's doing well. Hope everything's good with the family. Let's see. Let's look over here. Oh, my stream is behind. Yeah, Assassins. There it is. Okay. Okay, where are we at? Here's my notepad. Okay. So I'll send those out after we're done here. Oh, another legendary. Come on.
We need to see the epic that Jim passed on, is what Colfie says.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We should. Let's go have a peek at that right now. My brain is, I've been trying to like isolate the legendaries and leave them, but my brain is, I keep clicking on them because I'm too tired. I was like stumbling earlier. Now I hope this is like, what, let's see, what should we hope this be?
Let's not even look. Let's just flip it, Dwayne.
Let's just see what it could be before let's hold your horses. Let's just see what Now, Chaos Legion. So it could be a $43 Grund or a $30 Forgotten One.
If it's a gold Magi Necrosi, I'm gonna be upset.
That would be funny. That would be funny. Come on. No.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Yeah.
I got lucky.
I think so. This is kind of a embarrassment of a card in my opinion.
It's only good if you got Prince Rin. That's it.
Yeah. I like the artwork, which is cool. I really do think, because like you, Jim, I enjoy collectible card games, and I actually, the art is part of this for me. It's not just like incidental. It's important, but that only carries a card like this so far. I really don't like this card. It's like one of my least favorite cards.
I do think it is one of the better poison units, though.
I think I could concede that point probably. I still don't love it, but I hear what you're saying. For two mana.
2 mana plus the scatter, so then that way it doesn't get taunted, and you can hit literally anything.
Yeah.
And maybe get the poison.
Yeah. Yeah, these are fair points. But I
still don't think it's good.
Yeah. Nice, a gold foil.
Oh, nice.
Dude, that's a good one too. You said the bluey.
You know what the best part about pulling that is?
What?
That's going to be one more SPS tomorrow.
Because
it's 12,000 points.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. Where is he? There. So he's a $100 card, man. Dude, that's awesome. Nice little luck streak for me here.
Oh, nice pull. Yeah, those things are good.
Okay. I hope my kid sleeps through the night. I don't know if you guys have kids, but when your kid is not well, you don't sleep. And I need sleep. Dwayne needs sleep. Okay, how are we doing here? Let's see. Got a few more cards. Any more legendaries? No, no more legendaries. Nice gold foil, Venari. Yep, 3 more epics. Come on. Let's see some epic gold foil. Nope. Cool. Not bad though. 400 cards, 2 gold foil legendaries. And let's see that over here a little bit. There we go. And let's see. What's going on in the chat? Oh yeah, I gotta send out those rewards. I think I would pronounce that guy who you were asking, you were kind of trying to figure out how to say their name. I think it's like Ame. That's how I would say it. But as a Canadian, we say A, and it's EH. So that's maybe I'm wrong, but
Ame
1T. Gold Stonefish is prettiest. Eli Ross, nice cards, bro. Yeah, man. Butters, solid pull, absolutely. Yuki says, I like the acid shooter max level. 2 mana, 2 archery. Poison is good. I only use it in low mana matches. 2 damage plus the poison is a big damage output for low mana matches. I mean, I agree, but what do you think about for the scatter shot, Yuki? Don't you think, I mean, I just don't like scatter shot, I guess, is really the bottom line.
I like it on Chaos Dragon because he has blast.
Yes.
That's the only reason I like it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you don't have blast, it's less good.
Look at Little Dog says, do you guys realize if you get a gold foil legendary from your Gladius packs, that's 50,000 power from one card, and you can burn that for 50k DC and never gets talked about. And yes, it's rare. Yeah, that would be wild because you probably, when you join a guild and you start fighting brawls, I've started fighting brawls recently with my main account. Let's go have and see a peek at how many merits I've got.
Little Dog, we don't talk about it because we don't want people to know, okay?
Yeah.
Right?
It's a guild.
It also doesn't make sense as to why it counts for your ranked collection power. Did you know that?
That is interesting, hey?
Yeah, it makes no sense. You can only use it in brawls but it counts for your collection power for ranked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Did I get any new signups? I just sent out some invitations to Time Intention 4, and we're going to send out more to TNA 3 and I think even 2 in the next couple days. I've been saying this for like a week, so thank you for your patience. But we had, I think, 12 people that we were going to send out invitations to, and I think we have 13 spots. So just so you guys know. Was there any other questions, either from the audience or anything on your mind, Jim? I know I had a couple things written down here, like PKM tokens. We talked a little bit about vouchers already. Oh, I got to send out the rewards. Okay, so let's do that. Let me do that. Jim, do you want to check out the comments and see if there's any cool questions to tackle in the end of our time here while I'm sending out these remaining rewards?
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Necrosi, there he is. Necrosi is a $2.30 $2.25 card. And Jim, I send it over to Moo Killer, triple O.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh, look at that. It's already in your saved.
Yeah. Okay, so there's one. And then we got birds, bees, and trees for 25 SPS. Transfer. $2.50 for the SPS. I really think SPS, I think of it as $1. I have 56,000 SPS, by the way. One of these days, this game is going to retire me. I'm going to be making every day. This game is going to retire me. And I'm certain of that. Let's see, who's next?
Yeah, I'm hoping to be there with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not like wherever you retire, but retired from this game.
Mm-hmm. I hear you. I don't ever want to retire though. Jim, I don't know. This is a fun conversation. What do you think about retiring? Like, do you have this vision? You're a young guy. Do you have a vision of one day kicking back and like lying back on a beach and just drinking a Mai Tai? Is that your vision of what it looks like to get old and like get out of the workforce?
Honestly, my retiring is gonna be pretty much what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Just playing like a lot of games. Also, it is our goal to retire by 35.
That's a good goal. Yeah, I mean, I have absolute no desire to do that vision of retirement where I just give up on work. I will always work until the day I die. But how I work might change. Like I now work for my church and I love it. And even if they didn't pay me, I would do what I do on a volunteer basis. And so, if I get to a place where money isn't a problem, that would just be what I would do. Like I would just help out in the Sunday school thing, or, maybe I would take my family and we would go on missions trips or something like this, or absolutely video games. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I don't only do like, that kind of thing. I love serving Jesus, but like that's I also really like this game is a part of my long-term vision. I want to do spend more time with the kids. If money was not a problem, I would probably golf more. I used to golf a lot before my kids came along. And I do want to learn to hunt. So there's like, I've got these interesting hobbies, but really my work would be just volunteer stuff for the church. And that would be my focus regardless of whether it is my focus now, and it would be my focus. It is going to be the focus till the day I die. I don't get this idea like one day I'll be rich and then I can stop working and just sit back. I think my dad, I was both fortunate enough and unfortunate enough to live to see my dad kind of physically degrade, and he died at a relatively young age. He died in 2004, and he died with from a stroke actually. And I love my dad so much, and it was heartbreaking, and still to this day, like, you know, mixed, like it's hard to, I still feel sensitive to it too, even now. But the thing is, it was a beautiful gift to see that my dad was like a hardworking man all his life, up until the day he died. Even when he couldn't work because of his arthritis, he would go out and like he would work our backyard and turn it into like a beautiful garden. And I just think, I don't know if anybody cares about hearing this from me, but as far as I'm concerned, like this, I think we all need to set aside this vision. And I see it in commercials. I don't really hear people talk about this, but I see like TV selling us this image of like, hey, go to the beach and kick back and retire, or like give up on what you're doing. I think my dad used to tell me when I was like 15, 16, and he had retired because of arthritis. He was like, I can't stop moving or I'll die. And I think he meant it like literally, because he felt like his body would just give up on him if he didn't keep moving. But I think metaphorically and literally that's true. So anyways, that was a little side note, but I just feel strongly about that. And since we were talking about retirement because of Splinterlands, I just wanted to go down that road with you guys.
There was this one thing I heard a few years ago. It was the day you retire, it's the first day of the end of your life. Because if you're not doing anything, you're not being active, you're just like hanging around doing like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like you start to think about where people are when after they've been retired for like 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if they retire at 65, they're then pretty much at 80. If you're not moving, you're not doing something with your life.
Yeah.
Then, you know, like your body's just deteriorating.
Yeah.
You know, you're not being active. And there's a lot of active older people, and they're in amazing shape.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah, man.
One other thing is, if you retire at a young age, most of your friends aren't retired, so you have a lot of free time with no one to hang out with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's like there's tons of different things to, I guess, keep yourself busy, and having that vision for what that might look like. It's so, as far as I'm concerned, it's like the only way to go.
Yeah. Also, when I do, like, my retiring would be, I'm gonna open a gaming store, and I'm gonna like be there every single day.
Nice.
So, but I also don't really see that as work.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Like, first of all, work isn't a dirty word. It's like, you know, work, honestly, that's like that's such an integral part of what life is. And so, but it's like finding work that you will, you know, really draw the passion out of you. That's an interesting question that maybe we can't all do, but it's, you know, you have an idea of what that would look like, and so do I. And so, yeah, man, that's awesome. That I would love to have a restaurant one day with my wife. She likes cooking, I like cooking. Neither of us we're not chefs, but we love cooking. And there'd be certain dishes that we would cook, and we even have a name for what we would call it. We've talked about it for years and years and years, but it would be just a passion project that it would be the sort of thing where, again, we don't care about money. We probably have enough money that money's not even a problem. If it loses money, I don't care. It's literally for fun. And
if money's not an issue, just do it.
Yeah. So I don't know, maybe, God willing, that could certainly be a lot of fun. I love going Obsidian in this rule set, the Equalizer rule set, because there's some really, like, Jin Bilka, Dr. Blight,
Grog is a
Grog,
monster.
even Chimera Princess for the 2 mana cost.
Yeah. I don't even think you need to play the princess, because you just have a lot of mana left over.
You're right. And what I often do, I don't know about you, Jim, but I'll put a card like that down, not knowing how far my mana will stretch. And then I'll like, okay, wait a second. Yeah, exactly what you said. I don't want to put that there, because And I like the double heals.
Yeah.
And then
Got
Druid's
7 left.
Druid's got Vampire or Life Leech, and it's gonna have. We got to put something. Probably, I'm
Gotta
gonna
put a meaty boy in there.
maybe the Pelacor Mercenary. Maybe
I was thinking Elmo.
Elmo. Yeah, that's not a bad idea at all. Because I've got the double heals.
You double heal and you're healing him for 10 every round. That's sick.
But you know what I should probably do is I might need to get rid of one of these guys and go.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Where is she? There she is.
Yeah. So who do we get rid of? Dr. Blight?
I think Bilska. I think Dr. Blight provides you too much utility.
You're right. Even though he is a bit more damage, Bilka's 4 magic. Dr. Blight's only 3. But
once you get that poison going in,
you're right. Oh, really? Oh, that means.
well, you would have to get rid of the Dr. Blight.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I think overall still.
I agree what you're saying earlier though, but go.
Oh no, and you got the Grog in the front line. No.
16 hit points though.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Oh man, I forgot.
Look at this. I don't really know how to read this yet, but I think we win this because I've got double heal and a triage and the life leech. I think. I don't know how to read this yet.
Does he have sneak? All right, so there's no snipe. He's only attacking the front line. Oh, but the oppress from that one dude. Oh.
He's got sneak. He's got opportunity. He's got. It's gonna. Remember, I think we're gonna be fine. Even though the oppress is quite.
Oh, he's hitting so hard.
I got to resurrect here. Now, who? Do I get a heal? No, dang. 1 heal. Oh, that's okay though. I healed my Grog.
Because now you're also healing him like crazy. Because he already has the life leech up. 6 every turn.
Dude, he's got 18
goodness.
hit points. That Grog is. That's
Dude,
wild.
he is a monster.
In this rule set particularly.
Yeah.
I don't love him except for during Equalizer, and then to throw the Obsidian magic bonus on him is crazy. And the triage is helping out for my sneak attack. The triple heal, triage and double heal is so, and then even the life lead. Man, he was doing a lot of damage, but we've got it.
Yeah, I'm like, there's no way. With the double heal, especially still with the double heal. Like, it's a GG. And on top of that, the life leech for 2 every turn, because putting him to 3 damage is absurd.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Awesome. So it is 10 o'clock. I think we should wrap there, guys, because I am pooped. But I really, really appreciate everybody coming to hang out tonight, including you, Jim. Thanks for coming to make time.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for having me.
Ashley, thanks for hanging out the whole time, too. No, I didn't stop. I was just really, really busy last week. Oh, she's talking to somebody else. Little dog coming out for the first time in a while. Yuki, thanks for hanging out. Kulfi, Cameron, Henning. Gravity was here the whole time. Hey, Rob, good to see you. Kendall, RK3. A lot of people I didn't get to say hi to, but yeah, Birds and Bees, thanks for the win, or for the God bless you, and enjoy the 50 SPS, I think it was. Kulfi, thanks for hanging out, dude. Eli, appreciate you guys. Steve, thanks, guys. Have an amazing night, and God bless. See you, Jim. Stop recording.
And stop streaming.
And stop streaming.